BTS News Today. That evening, the sky turned into a sea of purple light. In the heart of the city that never sleeps, the long-awaited concert had finally arrived. The stage sparkled, the bass rumbled through the ground, and thousands of army bombs swayed in sync with the rhythm, creating an atmosphere that words could hardly capture. But that night wasn't just about music or choreography. It was about something much deeper, the long-awaited reunion of a brother. And for Jungkook and Jimin, that night became one of the most emotional moments of their lives that HYB had kept the surprise tightly under wraps. No one knew that Kim Seokjin, Jin of BTS, would be making an appearance that night. The concert was held in Seoul, but it was private and exclusive, attended only by those who received special invitations from the agency. From the beginning, Jungkook and Jimin sensed something unusual. The glances from the staff, the whispered conversations backstage, and RM's unusually calm demeanor made them feel like something big was coming. But still, they never expected this. As the performance reached its climax, all the lights went out. The massive LED screens turned black. For a few seconds, silence filled the air, just long enough to make everyone hold their breath. Then suddenly, one voice filled the arena. "I missed you." A spotlight beamed down on a single point on the stage. There, still in his military uniform, stood Jin. His gaze was calm, but his eyes shimmered with emotion. Tears erupted across the entire stadium. No one was prepared for this. Jimin, who was waiting backstage, collapsed onto the floor, covering his mouth as tears streamed down uncontrollably. Jungkook, in the middle of changing his costume, froze and stared at the backstage monitor, eyes wide in disbelief. "Hyung?" Jungkook whispered. Without waiting for a cue, both ran toward the stage. As they reached the left wing, Jin turned his head. A slow, familiar, heartwarming smile spread across his face. Jungkook, who rarely cried, broke down. He walked slowly toward Jin, then pulled him into a tight embrace, burying his face in his Hyung's shoulder. Jimin followed a few seconds later, breathless and sobbing. The three of them hugged in the center of the stage, witnessed by thousands of armies crying, cheering, and shouting Jin's name over and over. The atmosphere completely shifted. What had been a high-energy concert became a deeply emotional experience. No one could take their eyes off Jin. Even RM, Suga, J-Hope, and V, who were also present that night, stepped onto the stage one by one, forming a full circle. Tears, laughter, and embraces became the language that spoke louder than any words. Jin didn't say much, but that made it even more touching. He took the microphone, looked out at the sea of fans, and said in a hoarse voice, "Thank you for waiting." And the night exploded into the grandest welcome in BTS concert history. Fans in the front rows held banners that read, "Welcome home, Jin," while the back sections of the stadium lit up their light sticks to form the word Jin perfectly. Jimin, who usually kept his emotions in check on stage, was a wreck. He covered his face with both hands and sobbed as he stood beside Jin. Jungkook was the same. He sat cross-legged on the stage floor, head bowed, shoulders shaking violently. Fans shouted, "Gwinchinha, we love you." But those words only added to the emotional surge of the moment. That night was not about choreography or songs. It was about family, about a reunion long yearned for. After Jin's special 7-minute appearance, the stage was once again bathed in purple light. Jin waved to everyone and walked off stage. But before that, he whispered something to Jungkook and Jimin. Fans couldn't hear what Jin said, but Jungkook's expression changed immediately. He looked at Jin with a puzzled face, then let out a small laugh and playfully punched his Hyung's shoulder. Jimin only nodded slowly, tears still falling silently. When the concert ended and the members returned backstage, the emotional atmosphere didn't fade. Each member took turns hugging Jin tightly. RM even knelt in front of him and said, "You came back stronger than any of us." Jungkook pulled out his phone and secretly filmed Jin, later uploading the 12-second clip to Weverse with the caption, "This is not a dream, right?" The video went viral worldwide in less than 15 minutes. To end the closed after-concert talk, Jimin still had puffy eyes. He tried to laugh, but his voice was hoarse. "I thought I was strong," he said softly. "But the moment I saw him on stage, everything I'd been holding back just broke." Jungkook added, "I've never seen a concert like this. Not because of the stage or songs, but because of the love we felt tonight." All the fans, everyone here. You made us feel alive. After the event, Jin disappeared from the public eye again. There was no official statement from HYB about whether he would immediately rejoin BTS projects or undergo a transition period. But one thing was certain. His presence that night reignited a spark, not only for the members, but also for millions of fans around the world. The next morning, Korean and international media were flooded with one massive headline. Jin is back. Every TV station covered his appearance. Videos of Jungkook and Jimin crying were aired repeatedly, and fan accounts posted emotional collages of that historic night. One fan edit showing Jimin running to the stage with Spring Day as the background song went viral, amassing over 30 million views in less than 24 hours. Fans began analyzing every tiny moment from that night, from the way Jin looked at the stage to how Jimin tightly gripped Jungkook's hand before stepping up. Every gesture became a meaningful symbol, proving that BTS is not just a music group. They are a home. They are a family. On the third day after the concert, a photo surfaced online. Jin, Jimin, and Jungkook were seen sitting together at a small cafe in Hanamdong. No staff, no cameras, just the three of them, with warm drinks in front of them. Their faces looked calm, but full of something indescribable, a sense of peace. From a distance, a fan overheard Jin say, "We'll be back, stronger than ever." And maybe that's enough for now. Because that night proved one thing, that no matter how far they're apart, no matter how deep the wounds, BTS and ARMY will always find a way back. Together. Always. That night has ended. But the memory of Jin's reunion with Jimin and Jungkook still echoes, lingering in the hearts of everyone who witnessed it. Even when the stadium emptied and the noise faded, the emotion hung in the air as if unwilling to leave too soon. The hotel where they stayed that night, Jimin and Jungkook's room, was far from the concert's chaos. But the quiet was filled with something deeper. Jimin sat cross-legged at the edge of the bed, still wearing a hoodie damp with sweat and tears. Jungkook sat on the floor, back leaning against the bed, holding a cup of tea he hadn't touched. Jungkook, Jimin broke the silence. Jungkook responded without turning. Do you think we'll all come back? I mean, truly come back. Like before. Jungkook took a long breath and looked up at the ceiling. We were just kids who wanted to sing and dance back then. Now everything's changed. But when I saw Jin Hyung standing on that stage tonight, for the first time, I felt, maybe yes, maybe we can come back. Jimin lowered his head, biting his lip. I'm scared, you know? Scared that what happened tonight was just a dream. Scared that the reunion was only temporary. Don't be scared, Jungkook said softly, setting his cup down and standing up. He approached Jimin. We're still here, and we never really left. Jimin looked at him. But everything's changed. Jungkook nodded. Yeah, but one thing will never change. Us, Jimin. All of us. Jin Hyung, Namjoon Hyung, Hobi Hyung, Yoongi Hyung, Taeyoung, and us. We're still one. Tears rolled down Jimin's cheeks again, this time without sobs. Just quiet and steady, like dew falling without a sound. Jungkook sat beside him, wrapping his arm around him silently. And in that small moment of stillness, away from the stage and the crowds, the bond that held them together felt more unshakable than ever.